Morning. Today I have a really special video for you. St. Joseph's Communication reached out to me and provided me with a copy of this image, which I'll be opening here later today. And it is the Divine Mercy image, and that inspired this video. And we're going to be talking about the image and why it's so special to me also. But we're going along for a little adventure, so come along. The destination is on your right. Arrived. I'm here at the Mission of Divine Mercy, and I thought, what better place to film about this topic than here? It's gorgeous out here. Look at that. Video does not do it justice. Faustina Kowalska was a Polish nun who was assigned to a convent, Our Lady of Mercy. In 1931, Jesus appeared to Faustina on February 22nd as the King of Mercy. He was robed in white garments, and he had one hand on his heart and the other outstretched. From beneath his garment, two rays emanated from his chest, one a red ray and the other a white ray. Jesus is said to have said in Faustina's diary that the two rays were issued from the depths of his mercy when his agonized heart was opened by the lance on the cross. And Faustina records in her diary that she was told by Jesus to make a copy of this image that she had been given, and that it was supposed to be venerated locally and then venerated worldwide. The words, "Jesus, I trust in you," were to be printed beneath the image. Faustina did not know how to paint, and so she asked the other sisters in her convent for help, to really no avail. And then in her diary, she later records that Jesus said she would have help with the task. Well, as it would turn out, she was transferred to another convent to work as their gardener. And at that convent, she met her confessor, who was pretty supportive of the mission she was on. And he arranged for her to get a painter working with her. And his name, I can not pronounce it correctly, but his name was Eugene Kazimierowski. I'm not so great with these Polish names, but he was the one who first did the original Divine Mercy image depiction. Faustina actually died before any of the other versions were created, but Adolf Hitler also created a version that is very popular nowadays. Jesus told Faustina that the image was a vessel by which people could come to him for his mercy. Such a beautiful story. So I'm finally home, and I get to unbox this image that St. Joseph Publication sent me. And this is the Kazimierowski version of the Divine Mercy image. And behind over there is the Hyla version. You may have seen that before. So we're going to be unboxing this right now. When St. Joseph Publication asked me if they could send me some images, they sent me two. They sent me this one, and they sent me Our Lady of Guadalupe. I expected, like, you know, like a prayer card, basically. These are stunning. These are gorgeous. These are like canvas quality prints. They're amazing, and the frame is awesome. So let's open this up. It's gorgeous. I've been saving this. I'm really glad I did. Okay, and so it has this, so you can stand it up if you want to, or you can hang it up, which we'll probably do. And it has a little insert here that tells us more about the image and the rays and all of that. The graces of my mercy are drawn by means of one vessel only, and that is trust. The more a soul trusts, the more it will receive. Souls that trust boundlessly are a greater comfort to me, because I pour all the treasure of my graces into them. When a soul approaches me with trust, I fill it with such an abundance of graces, it cannot contain within itself, but radiates them to other souls. Okay, I've actually never read that before. I just read that for the first time just now, because it caught my attention and I thought I'd share it. But that's just so much affirmation to me, because I am about to share a story, a personal story. So this Divine Mercy, the educational part of this movie is officially over, and I'm turning it over to a very personal story, and it's very humbling to share this story. It's hard. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that. I want to tell this story without pointing fingers or seeming like I'm talking badly about others, because that's not my intention at all. But I need to share it. I just need to share the facts and that way that I can share this story. Okay, so the facts. My parents were divorced, and in 2007, maybe it was 2008, 2007, somewhere in there. And I was very, very, very upset by this. I was already an adult, so I had lived my whole life in this home with my mom and my dad, and then I left, and then everything fell apart. So that was really bizarre for me, to have a foundation that crumbled, but it didn't crumble with me in it. It crumbled like later. So that was really rough on me. And there were a lot of circumstances surrounding it that shouldn't have happened. And that's all I'm going to say about that. That's all you need to know for this story. And so I felt that this divorce should not have happened, and it was wrong, and like I was so angry. I was so angry, and I felt worried about the souls of people involved, and like just worried about like just, you know, this isn't right, and like so I had a lot of pain and grief, and I was carrying all that. So years later, I am decluttering the attic that I grew up in, because I was blessed with that task. And there were still some old things in that attic. And one of the old things in that attic was this picture frame. And now it has the Divine Mercy image in this picture frame, but I'm going to tell you how that came to be. Because originally, and I don't even know how to open this. I don't think I'm even going to try. How did I open this? Okay, this is really strange because I don't see an opening to this. Okay, this is weird. This is really weird. Okay. I'm kind of freaking out right now because I have no idea how I opened this frame and changed the image. Okay, but moving on. Gotta tell you the story. So this frame is like a custom frame done, and it had my parents' wedding photo in it. And I found it in the attic, and I just like bawled and like I didn't know what to do with it because I didn't have peace about their split at all. And so I didn't know what to do with the frame. Part of me was like, get rid of it, like move on. And then the other part of me is like, hold on to it. Like holding on to it didn't feel right. Getting rid of it didn't feel right. Nothing felt right. And so and then part of me is like, just don't touch it. Just leave it right where it is. So I found this image, the wedding image, and that day some order of monks sent me this image. And it says, Jesus, I trust in you. And it was the first time that I had seen the image. And I was so drawn to the way that now I know is the highlight, Jesus's face. Like it's just so wonderful. Like you could just stare at it. And as if you've heard my story with Jesus's face with the Eucharist, like something about Jesus's face, like it was just speaking to me. And I just knew like this image has to go in front of the picture. So behind this picture is my parents' wedding picture. Because at the end of the day, Jesus is first and foremost. All the sins of man, all the ways people hurt us, the things that people do or the things we do, the way we respond, like all those bad things that we just carry with us that burden us, we need to give it to Jesus's mercy. And that's what I did. And that's what this represents to me is I turned over that situation to God fully, completely, without any reservation. I said, Jesus, I trust in you. I trust in you. And this, you will make this right. And so I made that my prayer, and I literally hung this up in my house. Like it's just as a reminder every day, like when things happen in our lives that don't make any sense, that just really are evil, turn it over to Jesus's mercy. He loves these people more than you could ever love them. He loves them so much. Turn it over to his mercy. And so here's the spectacular thing that happened after I did this. So I turned it over to this, to Jesus's divine mercy, and things started getting better. Like I know time heals, and it could have just been the natural progression of things, but things got way better, like miraculous better. My parents decided to seek a decree of nullity for their marriage. That way, they were right with the church, and like that came out of nowhere. Like, like why they didn't have to do that. They chose to do that. Both of them grew closer to God and their faiths, and like they're both amazing role models in their faith. So all these miracles just kind of started happening, and there was just like this immense peace felt among us all. And like, not that we're just one happy family, like step parents and step siblings and all that, but we kind of are. Like There is so much peace. I'm able, like, I can invite everybody over for dinner, and like, there's peace. There's peace. And to me, that's a miracle, because that doesn't always happen. That doesn't always happen. And so whenever I'm faced with a trial, I think about this image, guys. I think about the divine mercy image, and just remembering, Jesus, I trust in you. God bless you, and I hope that you have a beautiful, blessed day, and that you found some sort of comfort or wisdom from this video. There is so much more to learn about Saint Faustina and the Divine Mercy image. The story is really amazing. Did you know the image was banned in the 60s? And so there's so much to learn about it. If you want to learn more, Heather has a really great video on it, and then there's a documentary on formed.org if you have a membership to that through your parish. So yeah, just, I recommend, I want to learn more. And then Faustina wrote her diary, and they have that published, like, for us to read, and I have yet to read it, and I'm just like dying to read it, because I think there's a lot of wisdom in there, and I've seen so many amazing quotes in there. So I'm definitely gonna get my hands on that. And yes, let me know your experiences with the Divine Mercy image. Have you ever heard of it before? I heard one mom who had an experience in labor that she had this immense peace with this image. So it's very powerful. It's a very powerful image, even if nothing else, like, just kind of to rewire your mind to give it to Jesus and give it to his mercies. So anyway, God bless you. If you've gotten any value from any of my content, go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button if you want more videos, Catholic videos like this, and let me know in the comments. Talk to me. All right, I love your comments. God bless you. Bye.